Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I am here with my recap for Tyler Perry Sistas Season 7, Episode 17. Y'all, what is going on? What is really going on? Um, oh gosh. Okay. Gary, what we gonna do by Gary? Is Gary gonna make it out of the season? Is he gonna make it out of this season? That's what I want to know. Because somebody need to take him out. Even though the characters really don't pass away in Tyler Perry shows, but we kind of need this one to disappear some kind of way. Like my little niece used to say, "Disappear." Gary needs to disappear, okay? Because I am sick of his fears, okay? So let's go. Jordan, my dude. What happened, baby? Jordan, after being drugged by Ethan, he wakes up like he's 10 sheets to the wind and he don't know what happened. So Andi comes in and she sees him. She try to wake him up, offer him some medicine to make him feel better. And I was not gonna say he acts because he does not know what happened to him the night before. And which is not gonna say strange, because I guess when you're drinking and maybe he's not a drinker, but drinking the way he was drinking and things happening the way it happened, it's like, sir, you don't recollect nothing. I'm like, sir, I'm gonna need you to keep your head on the swivel. Like, you got a lot going on in your life and you can't be going down like this. But I don't really care for Jordan like that, so it really don't even really matter. So later on, Gary is at his office and Ethan takes Gary a folder of pictures that he took of Jordan while he was asleep. And he was trying to ruin this man's life. Not even his campaign, his life. And it seems like Ethan might not be happy with what he's done, because Gary is too freaking excited about it. Okay, y'all? Like, Gary is stoked about what happened. And Ethan don't look like he's too happy about it. So later on, Ethan, goes back to Jordan. Jordan asks him what time he left, what time he left him. So, that's the end of that. Baby, Hayden is sleeping with the deacon. He is sleeping with the deacon. It's like he is laying low and spreading the wide with Miss Marie, the lady that he's working for. Is that not a conflict of interest? All my lawyers out there, all the candy coated and not candy coated, all the candy cousin lawyers out there, let me know if sleeping with the person that you're representing, is that not a conflict of interest? Somebody let me know, because I don't know, but I really think it might be a conflict of interest, because that's a little. So anyway, Fatima get to the parking lot and she see Miss Marie and Hayden. I would say walking hand to hand, child, but I'd be stretching it. But you would think they was walking hand in hand, or they might as well been there where they was hee, all laughing and giggly eyed and whatever. And Fatima knows something going on, but she's not sure. So Hayden accusing her of wanting his pencil peen. And baby, don't nobody want your pencil. If you got a pencil peen, don't you think you should be quiet? Oh, okay. All right. But anyway, so she ends up calling Andi and letting her know that Hayden got some up his sleeve and she ain't sure what it is, but she let her know that Hayden and Miss Marie was, coming in together. He tried to act like he was just giving her a lift, but anyway, girl, shut up. Boy, shut up. Anybody paying that no attention. So when Andi gets to the office, she learns that Miss Marie's husband leaked her personal information to the public. But then Miss Marie, is happy. She's still in abyss, or in the post-coital, or whatever you want to say, with Hayden. You can tell she's still gleaming and shining off of that. Whatever Hayden did to her, baby, it rocked her world. She rocked my world, did everything in. I don't know the words. Beg you to come by. Come on, Michael Jackson. You rock my world. No, you did. Anyway, later on, Fatima is in mommy mode. I can't say this word. Bonus mommy mode. With Michael, and they're reading a book. and she gives Zach the rundown on the Hayden situation, and he's willing to, sort things out with Hayden. But Fatima said, I got this. She don't really need Zach to be her peacemaker, because she got this. She got Hayden's situation. She ain't worried about it. So he does, encourage her to kind of make peace with Karen, because him and Aaron made peace. They bros, They bros. They good now, which I think is so stupid. Because how you bros that one day? Wait till them babies come. We're gonna see how many bros y'all gonna be then. We're gonna see how cool y'all are once them baby comes. Because see, Aaron ain't gonna separate them babies the way you want to separate them. I don't think Aaron gonna separate them the way you are. So we're gonna see how this gonna work. So Andi, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, sorry. Andi talks to Jordan and try to tell him, like, stop drinking. You can't drink your issues away. You can't drink it away, because I know you're thinking about your sister or whatnot. So you can't just sit there and get drunk and overdose in alcohol thinking it's going to help you feel better. So she's telling him that she loves him and that she cares about him, this, that, and third. And they are not aware that there's a bug in the house, because Gary is listening to them, and she is listening. He's listening to everything that they're saying about how she loves him. And Jordan ends up praying for Penelope's safety. And Lord, that prayer he prayed was oh my God, an eye opener. And so Andi, ends up letting him know that Penelope is alive and that they're working with FBI against Gary. Girl, what are you doing? Andi, you were told to be quiet, to shut the fuck up. And you sat there and told us, man, all y'all business. Girl, what is your problem? What is going on with you? I don't understand. Andi, what is the problem? Why you got to sit there and tell? You were told to be quiet, but you didn't told us, man, that the sister is alive and that y'all working with the FBI. So the next day, Gary sees Karen in the parking lot, and he shows her the pictures of Jordan with the prostitute child, with the holes and all them different positions they was in the bed and the floor. And I don't know if they acted on any of those things, because it looked like he might have been, butt hurt the next day. I don't know, but those were some nasty, freaky pictures. And he lets her know that he had her apartment bugged as well as Jordan, and that he know about the FBI investigation. And all of a sudden, there's a cartel involved in his situation, but she gonna Gary is letting Andi know that they're dealing with Jordan and the cartel, and that he took the cash from Gary, and that's gonna be his life gonna be on the line. So the $100,000 that Gary gave Jordan a while back has now come back up, and that the cartel is gonna have his head if they find out about it. So, but all he wants is for Andi to marry him, or not. He'll end her in Penelope. I'm sorry, and he'll end her in Penelope's issues with the FBI. He just wants Andi to marry him. Gary, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Gary is a narcissist. He's a bully. He's a bully. I don't know what to say. Anyway. So later on, we get with Sabrina at her job. Maurice is telling Sabrina about about how he feels about him and Grayson living in the same space. So he goes, later on he gets back to work or whatnot. And then Mr. Rich comes in to talk to Sabrina, and he's apologizing to her about the conversation about the birth control that he mentioned last episode when they were about to get it on. And she thinks he's scared that she'll trap him with a baby, and that's not what she wants to do. So she'll let him know that we'll hold out on, having any adult time until after her fertility procedure. But Rich don't look like he can handle that. Rich need to get on through. Because if you think I'm going to trap you because I want a baby and you don't, I think you need to stay out of my coochie chwa. Get out of me. Leave me alone. Get out of me. Leave me alone. Well, you don't have to worry about it. Go find you somebody else. Like I said last week, find you somebody else to deal with. Why you want to deal with me? Leave me the freak alone. Because if you don't want any kids and I do, why are you humping on me? Why? Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. So Maurice gets home and he's by himself, which he is fine with being alone, but then he kind of is not happy about being alone because Grayson is not there, and he realized that Grayson is gone. So Sabrina talks to Andi and lets her know on the latest, issues or incidents with Rich. We at the bar with Maurice, and he's talking about Grayson, leaving his apartment or leaving his house, and Maurice sees Grayson at the bar talking to another dude, and it ended up being Grayson's co-worker, but Gary ends up, not Gary, Jesus, Gary Grayson. Maurice ends up popping off and losing his mind, and Grayson reminds Maurice, hey, bro, remember you wanted the space. Maurice is so traumatized from what happened with him and the guy from the last season, the guy that ended up putting him in jail, not putting him in jail, but getting him, in that mess with his job, and he ended up doing a little bit of time for that. But he's still traumatized from that. But he got to remember, he can't just be popping off. You told the guy you needed some space, so he gave you your space. Anyway, Tony and Danny are at the job, and he is letting her know that they can have sex in the rain. I don't know what to say about Tony. I don't know. You tell me this about having sex in the rain, but then you tell me that you and your ex-wife and kids got to go have dinner together. Sir, you just dried me up. I am the Sahara Desert right now. Okay? I am the Sahara Desert. You just really took me there. If you gonna tell me about having sex in the rain, sir, get it together. That's a big no for me, dog. I don't know. He ended up, propositioning her about their secret rendezvous at the airport. I don't know. I don't know about Tony and his ex-wife thing. So they had dinner with the ex-wife and kids, and she's coming on him, and she's a little touchy-feely, and she asks him to spend the night with the kids, and that the kids can sleep. Now listen, these kids are grown. They about tall as the mama. Sir, ma'am, why are you saying, you know what time it is? You just want that man to be in the bed with you, and y'all, do the horizontal poker. We ain't stupid. We know what y'all doing. So later on, Danny is at home, and Tony talks to her, and he gives her the lowdown on the wife and the kids. And Danny is not really feeling it. She really doesn't, she really is not caring. Okay. Zaddy Zach pulls up on Karen. So I'm gonna tell y'all this now. Aaron really loves Zach, y'all, because she ain't give Zach nothing. And let Aaron pull up. She get Aaron all the smoke. She don't really like Aaron like that, but Aaron is the more of a decent person for her than Zach. And then Zach is attached to Fatima, and they are engaged. So that's a big no. Like, girl. But anyway, back it up. Trey goes to the salon to talk to Pam and ask her how her business plan is going, and he wants to see, Pam win, and she lets him know that she's gonna take his advice and listen to what he said, and she's gonna give out the samples of her product. So later on, Zach comes to check on Karen and let her know that he spoke to Aaron and they squashed their beef at the gym, and that they're cool, they're bros, they're broskies, they're brothers, they're, brothers with a baby mother, all that, this, that, and the third. And now that they're on the same page, she lets her know, he lets her know that he wants her to get on the same page with Fatima. Karen ain't thinking about that. She don't even really care. Y'all, you and Aaron ain't really got to be on the same pitch either, because Karen really does not care. So the lady calls, when Karen walks out the door, the lady calls Karen and talk to her all kind of jazzy about her insurance lapsing on the salon, and she asks at the end of the week to get it taken care of. Lady, who are you talking to? These people think they can talk to people any kind of way. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't. She was talking to Karen all kind of sideways. I'm like, lady, no, ma'am, this is not what we're doing. So after Karen talked to the lady, and I'm surprised Karen let the lady talk to her like that. But maybe Karen is turning over Lulu because I can't see it. So after she finished the phone call with the nasty lady about her insurance, she see Trey in a little back alley talking to some woman, and they was, I think they were kissing, I think. And Karen pulled out her phone and taking pictures and stuff. She didn't get caught, but let's hope Pam doesn't, get in her feelings about this. Hopefully she knows that Trey might have been for the streets, because he was a very friendly dude. Sorry, I had some damn mosquito had to popped up. But you could tell he was very friendly. He was friendly with Karen, and then he was friendly with Pam, all in the same breath. I don't see how Pam fell for that. I wouldn't have dealt with nobody like that. You hollering at my bitch, and you hollering at me, and then me you hook it up. Nah. So I don't think I would take somebody. If I did, it would be just for the hump session. It wouldn't be for nothing like for real, because nah, I ain't that desperate. Anyway, this episode was okay. It was decent. We got the Hayden conversations. We got Gary acting foolish. Gary losing his mind, thinking he's supposed to marry Andi, and then he got the pictures of that Ethan took of Jordan in a compromising position, trying to ruin his man's life and his career. But he want Andi to marry him to make everything go away. Sir, you told this lady she gonna be like your son. DEAD. What kind of man is that? This ninja is fool. Gary gotta go. Somebody gotta put him in a hole. Somebody gotta check him. Anyway. This is my recap of Sistas Season 7, Episode 17. I will holler at y'all later. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of July. I'm almost at 400. Please get me there, and then we're going to truck on down the road for 500 by the end of July, okay? It's 31 days in July. It's July the 6th. Let's get it. Let's go. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye-bye.